Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Ohio Bobcats and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Restate the state Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So Ohio's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense will go on the attack first. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn out the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. Fought his way through a lot of competition in camp and ended up winning the running back job for the opener. On the delay, it's on. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Bobcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Right back to the well. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for Lynx.
Found a seam. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire...
Makes the catch and he's free. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. this crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll give it to the back. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. And the Bobcats have it with a first and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Bobcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. RPO complete to open the drive. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Ives. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Going with the ground game left. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Let's see what they've got on second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a second down. It's reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pocket breaking down.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They'll leave it with him. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. beats the running back. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great time. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Hauls it in. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground, created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
On target. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Cornhuskers line it up with a 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Tight game so far in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal coming up. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hodges.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Hit as he throws. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sideline.
Could be an alley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Dropping back, it's Calandria. It's complete to the left. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Bowman. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He finds a soft spot in the middle, and he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Oh, they're after him! Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. He's into the open down the middle. The tap. Touchdown, Bobcats. They take the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Grabbed behind the line, it's Nelson. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On the run, it's Nelson.
I like the decision there in the RPO game, too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game, too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Speeding down the left side. At the 30. Running inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Bobcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Ohio! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Nelson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Just keeps slinging it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. It'll be third and long. The play-action fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Busts through behind his pad. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the target. Hits the open man. Gashes him in the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. Now on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Ohio! Great job by the back on the option.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. The short hands. It's Hunter.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been...
There he goes. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be effective.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Headed to the end zone. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Nebraska! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, what a move to get room. Lots of room to run. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Got his man. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. With the catch, it's Nelson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He's got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's good, and that one's dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, he wants it all. Brings it in down the left side. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots.
That's a fumble on the play. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the previous line of scrimmage. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He's looking to throw. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Caught, and he's got room. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Quarterback takes a knee.